This is the TV News, the industry's only daily video report, brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative needs, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.
Welcome to the TVNews.TV for Monday, April 19th, and here are today's top stories. The FCC has effectively frozen the review time for the Comcast-NBCU Joint Venture for at least the next 45 days. Now, this action was driven by the FCC's request for additional industry financial impact reports from Comcast resulting from the proposed new Comcast-NBCU. Now, coincidentally, some opposition groups, the most notable being the Media Access Project, had petitioned Congress for a 45-day freeze period as well to weigh in with their caveats to the Comcast-NBC joint venture. It now appears as though this action will be moot. The final profit-loss statement for the Vancouver Winter Olympics on NBC is in. The good news is that the Peacock did not lose the $250 million that was projected. The bad news is that NBC ran $223 million in the red for the project. And the better news is that NBC has reported that viewership for Vancouver was up by 14% over Torino 4 years before. It is a mere 3 weeks out of the gate, but the politically fueled John King USA, which is not seen on USA but rather CNN, has gone over like a lead balloon so far. John King is delivering 37% less viewers than his time-slot predecessor, one Lou Dobbs. It appears that at least weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern, CNN does not equal but is slightly less than politics. And from our international desk, Britain's first ever televised debate for PM, that's Prime Minister for we Yanks, was a smashing success for ITV1. The historic debate between the three major candidates, including incumbent Scott Gary Brune, Prime Minister Gordon Brown, captured 37% of the total viewing audience, making it the fourth most watched TV program of the year in Great Britain. John Leland, our new media, new marketing expert, turned me on to some recent exceptional research done by Context Marketing. The study examines brands with virtue, and that's defined as a brand that demonstrates responsibility far above and beyond its competition. Some of the main takeaways of the Context Marketing study are that consumers will engage much deeper with a virtue brand, but when and if the virtue is compromised, consumers will withdraw and penalize that brand swiftly, with impunity, and without mercy. Now, that got me to thinking about a couple of TV virtue brands which, by their own hand, it appears, have indeed compromised the great virtue that they have worked so hard to build. Now, Discovery Communications and the Weather Channel, of course, come to mind. Discovery, known for promoting a greener Earth, signed Sarah Palin to do a reality show on TLC. And the viewer feedback, worst of all, fans of Discovery on the internet and social networks, has been nothing short of brutal. For example, here are some quotes. "What were you thinking? Do the right thing and get rid of Palin. How can Discovery sink so low for ratings? Discovery having Sarah Palin host a show about nature is like Food Network employing Jeffrey Dahmer for a fine dining program. Ouch!" And there are many, many more like that. So what Discovery has effectively done is to transfer all of the hate and loathing for Ms. Palin right into their brand, and they've unwittingly but successfully compromised their virtue. Further deepening the virtue crisis are anti-Discovery petitions being circulated around the internet, and some of them have gone viral and are growing by leaps and bounds. Now, over to our friends at the Weather Channel, who have seen fit to discontinue live continuous forecasting 3 out of 7 nights a week, and they've replaced it with specials and crusty movies. You can get a pretty good idea about how their own viewers and constituents feel about this move by sampling the more than pervasive negative comments at the Weather Channel's very own Facebook fan site. And here are some quotes. "I hate that you have movies on your channel. When I want to check the weather, I'd like to turn on TWC and actually see the weather. not a program, not a special, and not a movie. The Weather Channel has jumped the shark. Flicking a forecast. Worst idea ever. And one of many real troubling comments. The only reason I became a fan here is to tell you that I used to be a Weather Channel fan, and you might as well now be called the Junk Channel. And now, both of these once virtue brands are now operating in what we call the brand danger zone. Not only do your very own minions hate what you're doing, they are going out of their way and expending energy to tell the rest of the world about how horrible you are. And with the viral metrics inherent within the social networks, brand suicide can happen before you know it. Moral of the whole story, beware of those who want to engage in TV network brand enhancement. Shun them, for they will compromise your brand virtue. They are the harbinger of brand death.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice, get the best price. Get Dude at dudewalker.com.
Okay, viewing levels of the TV news continue to grow, and it is only because of you. Now is a great time to become a sponsor of the TV news. And to get started, just click right here at thetvnews.tv or drop us an email at advertise@thetvnews.tv. And May 11th through the 13th, the Cable Show 2010 happens in Los Angeles. Okay, I'll be on hand, and hey, we would love to interview you about all of your news. To register for the show, log on to 2010.thecableshow.com, and if you want to schedule an interview, you can email me directly at grimshaw@thetvnews.tv. And that's about it for today's edition of the TV News. We will be back tomorrow with top news, and Combridge's John Leland will deliver the New Media, New Marketing Report. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching, and go out and make it a good day.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.